If you're not making the kind of money you want to in your business, it's because you are not getting new money into your business from one of the 3 places that you can get new money into your business. We're going to go over each of them right now. 2 of them are supportive. 1 of them you absolutely must have or your business dies. So let's dive into it. All right. So at the top of the funnel portion of the sales horn here, we want to get more money. Unfortunately, this money is tied up with people that don't know about our stuff. Sad face. So how do we tell people about our stuff? Paid ways are things like Facebook ads, Instagram, Google, YouTube, TikTok, similar platforms. And on the organic side, we've got social posts, short form, long form, AI SEO. So now we have AI that's doing a lot of the search. We have SEO for our websites, and then we have our Google business profile for local SEO. So this would be for like a local service business, thing near me. And then word of mouth. Hey, I'm going to go to a trade show or whatever, right? I'm going to tell people. AI in the mix. There's really only 3 places that AI can really help businesses nowadays and move the needle. And at this level, it is basically going to be AI chatbots. So somebody that sends your business a message or whatever on the website, or you comment, hey, post blah, blah, blah thing down below. And then the AI will reply to those posts and send the people the lead magnet or whatever. Then somebody moves down the funnel. We have inbound and outbound methods. So outbound, we would have social posts. This would be on the organic side. So if we post something on our profile, we are sending a message out to people to say, hey, here's our stuff. Interruption ads. So these would be ads like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where someone is watching something or in between watching something, which that's what I always recommend is feed ads, because you're not actually really interrupting someone. They're kind of like in between transitioning. That's when you want to try and grab their attention. Those display type ads would be where you can go there. And then word of mouth again is going to be on the outbound side of things. On the inbound side, we say simply have search on any platform. People can search on pretty much all these places, short of word of mouth. Well, I guess someone could ask for you, but either way, any type of search. If someone came to the conclusion that they were interested in your product or service and have decided to look for it, and you have shown up in front of them in some way, shape, or form using any one of these platforms. Okay. So you have inbound and outbound in both of these. So then once you make that connection with the person, whether they get to your website or self-checkout, or they book a call on your calendar for sales call, or they show up to your webinar, right? Got e-com, sales call, 1-to-1, webinar, 1-to-many. We make the sale, right? Yay, more money. So at this point, we took new traffic, right? Up here, people that don't know who we are, through our marketing to our sales, and we made money. Great. But this is nowhere near the end of the story. So here is another place where AI can be helpful with the AI phone receptionist that can answer the phone after hours or if you miss a call. You should never replace a human answering the phone with AI. You can, but I still wouldn't do it. I would really just try to replace voicemail with AI. That's the most effective thing right now. By far, it's very good. And then after we get their money, then we have to do the thing, right? Like somebody called our pressure washing company and they're like, yep, we want you to come pressure wash our house. They paid over the phone with a credit card or whatever. And we got to go pressure wash their house right now after fulfillment. Okay. Story's not over, because this is where most people stop. And this is the last place you want to stop. Throughout that process, you'll have those people's contact information if they are your customer. You should use a platform like GoHighLevel, link below, 30-day free trial, to manage all of this, by the way. So that way you can do a number of things. This is the second place where you can get more money into your business. People who already bought your stuff. Okay. This is going to increase lifetime value. Whatever the cost is to get somebody up here in this, if you're doing paid ads or however many hours, right, you can reduce and cut down dramatically, maybe greater than 50 or 70% the cost of acquisition, CAC, cost of acquisition up here, by simply selling more to the people that have already given you $1, which is way easier than acquiring new customers. It's always easier to sell more to people that have already bought from you than it is to acquire new customers. And so many people sadly don't bother with this. That's why their business never gets to the point that we're going to cover here. All right. So this is done through email list nurture. When someone opts into your business, they should immediately be on a never-ending weekly email drip of value-added content. If they're a customer, they should never, ever stop seeing you in a value-added way. Database reactivation, this is basically where I say, hey, you got a list of 2,000 people you haven't talked to in however long. Let's put an offer together and say, let's, bring those people back in. So we'll do one fell swoop, get a bunch of money in the door. It's a good thing to do once every quarter if you can. And then you can also do paid ads through custom audiences, right? So you can take these people that you already have all their contact information, load them into a platform, right? Doesn't matter, right? Any one of these platforms will let you do custom audiences for the most part. And you say, hey, I want to show up in front of these people now. I want them to see my offer in their social platforms in a paid campaign, right? You can do all this if you should be doing all this stuff. The more of all the stuff you do, the more money you're going to make. The less of it you do, the less you're going to make. All right. But there are certain things you have to do or you're going to go out of business. So then we move along And if those people buy from you, then they are essentially being cycled back into your sales here, because you're going to spin the bottom of this thing up like a machine. It's like your engine for your business is going to spin up down here. You constantly want to be feeding into the top new people. And then you want to be cycling this through and spinning this up as much as you can to extract more and more and more and more. All right. Adding more value, getting more dollars. That's what I mean by extracting. So here, the last step where we can get more money. This is more money from people that don't know about your stuff. How are we getting this money? So the people that already bought from you, they're going to come along here and they're going to be the ones to promote to these people that you don't know yet, right? So this is another word of mouth, but this is organic word of mouth from your customer base, not your word of mouth like we talked about up here. This is you screaming from the rooftops, hey, I have this thing. This is your customer screaming from the rooftops, hey, I got this amazing thing, right? Don't get those two things confused. There's organic, which is they're just ecstatic. And then there's incentivized, which you can absolutely send out an offer in one of these database reactivation type campaigns, or even just in your typical email list nurture to say, hey, anyone that brings a new person to my business, you get some type of deal, right? This is an incentivized word of mouth. Okay. Now, reputation management, this does loop into, and this is where the AI Google reviews comes in. This loops into the top here where under the GBP. So if you do have like a pressure washing company or whatever, and people are searching for you, pressure washing near me, and you show up in the top 3 Google Maps pack, those are going to get most, like 99% of the clicks. Okay. Once people click on you though, they need to see that you've got good reviews, 5-star rating, and all that stuff. There's AI platforms. Again, HighLevel has that will automatically send out review requests to all your customers. You don't have to do it. It'll automatically reply to those requests when they come into Google. And so that way Google will see that activity and will start to rank you higher. One other thing I forgot to mention is that over here on the AI phone receptionist, you are technically allowed to say you're open 24 hours once you have an AI phone receptionist or a call center. Google will rank you higher if you're open 24 hours. In fact, if your business is closed, you will stop showing in the maps pack during that time because Google doesn't want to show your business to people if it's not open. So if someone searches pressure washing near me and it's 8 o'clock at night and they're just in bed, you will lose the opportunity for that person to go to your website and see what you have. Maybe they will call you tomorrow, or maybe they would see what promotion you have simply because you're closed and Google doesn't show you now. An AI phone receptionist, believe it or not, will turn around and close that gap. And now that person could end up going to your website at night, even though they were never looking to call you at that moment. Having this right here actually increases your exposure for your GBP. There's a lot on the Google Business Profile stuff people don't know about. So at the end of the day, you don't need every one of these things. You do need at least one of something from up here, because if you completely cut off the top of the funnel up here, your business will die. This will spin down and spin down unless you're really, really good at pushing more and more organic to referrals and upsells to current customer base, but you have no control directly over this. A lot of businesses grow based on word of mouth only, but this is like standing in a bucket trying to pick yourself up by the handle. You need new money into the business from cold traffic that isn't referred from your existing customer base. This is new money into the business from people that don't know about you, but they're only coming from your customer base, which you have no real direct control over when they're going to say anything to those people. So if you want to control how much money you have in your business at any given time coming in, you got to do this stuff up here. This top of funnel stuff has got to be happening, at least one of them, so that you have a lever to pull to let in more people into your business. And if you want to learn how to build a voice AI agent from scratch for your business with a 30-day free trial of the AI software I use for mine, check out this video right here. Oh, that's awkward. Click it right there. Okay.